Well, hello, my fellow model building friends. It's Brian, and welcome again to Mr. BG's Model Workshop, home of kit acquisitions. So, we have a lot going on. I'm going to count right now. Count with me, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 kits. 7 kits that are about halfway done. Is that right? Yeah, no. 8 kits that are about halfway done, and I get about halfway through a kit, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get started on another one. So yeah, we're gonna be hammered down pretty much for the rest of the week here, getting some stuff done. Didn't really have much time to build last week because Mrs. BG was working from home. There isn't a place in the house I cannot hear her. She's you've all heard her on camera. She is not a quiet person. I appreciate the hell out of that because I guess I have bad hearing. But was that? No, I don't think so. Anyway, yeah. Also, doing a video while she's working from home. She being somebody who works in the medical field, having the HIPAA thing going on, making a video at the same time she could be talking about sensitive stuff. Even though I probably couldn't hear it, the camera might pick it up, and I know a microphone on my phone will pick up everything I don't want it to, which is why I don't film the day after taco night. So, what did we do over the weekend? Over the weekend, we went to a storage facility sale. A good friend Dan Doan had let us know that this was going on. I'd been to this guy's sale before. I knew what he had on hand, and I was like, "Oh baby, sign me up!" So I invited my friend James and my friend, James from Scale Model Experiment, and our good friend John Weber, and we all packed into the car with our masks, of course, and then went off to the storage facility and proceeded to drop money, lavish money upon this guy for the many kits that we decided to buy from him. But well, before we did that, we got a chance to go to the hobby shop and spend some money there, and we'll show you what we got post haste. So first off, I had realized that this was a new kit that's out on the market. So, well, not really new. It's a re-release, but newly re-released. So, did not know that Mr. HPI guy had done this specific kit. I know he did a Nova, but I didn't know it was this specific kit. So when I got home, I switched on the television, got myself a nice cold drink, and propped my feet up to watch some HPI guy and realized, hey, that looks really familiar. So, and what's funny is this isn't the image that sold me on the box art. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't even the cafe either. It was this image. And I saw that. I took the box off the shelf and looked at that side panel there, and I was like, oh, Harriet, that's the one. I just like those shoebox styles. You know, the boxier the better, I guess, is the best way for me to say it. Let me keep that in camera. I apologize. But yeah, I really want to do this one box stock or bone stock or stock pot stock, however you want to say stock. Super stock. No, I think that's something else. But I really like just the basic lines of this guy here. And we're wandering all over the place. But yes, very excited about building that one. Plain Jane stock. Can't figure out the best way to say that. But also what our buddy had over at the hobby shop was this dude. This one here is the Revell 69 Dodge Charger Daytona, the Revell's Muscle Series. I think this was released several years ago, almost, 10 years ago maybe? 10 years ago. But I do have the most recent re-release of this, where it comes in a 2-in-1 style kit, where you can do the stock car version, race car version, or you can do the street car version, not the cable car, but the street car version. And I couldn't decide how I wanted to build that. So now that I have this guy, I know how I'm building another kit. I'm building it as the race car. This one's going to be like this. Maybe not this color, of course, but this one only does come with the 440 engine and some photo etch. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, I was very happy to get this one since he's doing consignment stuff now. Oops. I'm going to knock everything over on the floor there. All right. So yeah, very excited about having that, putting that on the Mopar shelf. And yes, I do have my stash set up to where I have AMT, MPC, Revell, and then Mopar. Just Mopar. So when we went over to the storage facility, I digress, he had a few things right out front on his sales table that caught my eye. First one was this. Now, I'm already working on a kit from Mr. James Morris, and we're working on this Cobra here. This is the Baldwin Motion Drag Cobra, which we're doing in a red color rather than the Baldwin black. But I'm having such a good time working on that Cobra kit. I'm like, oh man, I got to get one for myself now. And lo and behold, we had this one. Now I'd seen this one at stores and online stuff, and I could never bring myself to pull the trigger because I was never sure if it was supposed to actually have a windshield in there. And yeah, I could have asked a question, but who does that these days? It does have a little bit of a wind guard here, I guess, is to help keep the bugs out of your teeth when you're smiling after you win the race. But I never knew if it was supposed to actually have a windscreen in there. So this was opened. I took a peek inside, and it does come with the windshield glass and the surround, the chrome surround for it. So I was very excited about that, and I went ahead and bought that so I can build myself a Cobra race car. And I can feel a little better about sending this one off to James when it's done. Let's see here. Also, we picked up a Tiger Shark kit. Boo, hiss. Well, actually, I already have one of these in the stash, and it was a gift by Mrs. BG, but it has some serious problems. So my hope was to actually get this one and combine the two kits into one kit that's buildable and one kit that's good for landfill or recycling, depending on where you're at in the world. And I'm leaning towards maybe doing that here pretty soon, gathering everything together, mushing it together into one big happy lump of an 8-wheeled vehicle. And I talked to my friend Russell over at Russell's Model Cars, and he had done a video on this particular vehicle. He had done, I guess he built it a little while back. And we chatted a little bit about what he discovered and what he found and stuff like that. And it was basically the same stuff that I was discovering and not very happy with. So I'm hoping that maybe between the two kits we can come out with something that that's decent. I do have kind of a rule where if somebody gives me a kit as a present, I will build that kit, but I will take my time with it and I will do my absolute best with that kit because it was a gift. It was something that was bought with love and from the heart, and money. Money was also used too. So let's set the camera there. And these two kits I wanted to share with my buddy Sean over at Scale Model Car Guy. I think he might appreciate these. We have a Gunsenyo kit here. We have the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GT car. This is a curbside kit. Does have a solid metal axle for the rear and independent metal pins for the front. I don't think it has positionable steering, but it does have a photo etch fret for the seat belts, and it does come with the ribbon for the seat belts as well. And then, of course, decals for the headlights, and then the tape for the headlights and stuff. It only comes with this number 8 on here and the BP livery. That's it. That's it. That's how I love these older race cars, is because it's like, yeah, I can tell that that's an Alfa Romeo because it says it's an Alfa Romeo. And it doesn't have a bazillion stickers all over it. But yeah, I'm really excited about this car here. And it seems like it's a nice, simple, fun build. And I don't know, maybe this will be next year's 48-hour group build. Maybe. I seem to be only building Italian cars so far. I've done 2 Lancias and a Ferrari. Why not do an Alfa? So definitely a possibility. Let's see here. And then our cut to grass. The king of all is the Messerschmitt KR200. No, it's not a plane. It's a 3-wheel bubble car. That's right, guys. This little dude here has, let's drill in a little bit, like that. There we go. This is another Gunsenyo kit, and this one is the high-tech model series. So we know we're going to have some high-teching going on here. So we have white metal parts. And then we have some photo etch, and then we have a bit of vinyl. We have some vinyl for the tires, and then for some of the window trim, actual vinyl window trim. That's kind of cool. And then if we see here very, very closely, the silver piping that goes along the bottom of the car and then along the belt line there, that's actually metal rod. The kit does come with metal rod to be used as the piping that goes along the detail work there. So we'll have to cut and bend that stuff. I have never seen a kit do that before. I'm a little excited about that. I'm kind of jazzed about that. There's photo etch that goes up around the windows for all the trim around the roof and everything. This is a very, very nicely detailed kit. The little tiny engine, the engine that could, right there, that's all white. That's all white metal. I almost said white glue. It's all white metal. So yeah, that's going to be a super big challenge for us, and I'm just so excited about doing that kit there. But I had to let my friend Joe over at Mad Genius. I said, "Hey, I finally got a Messerschmitt." And he goes, "Yeah, I saw you posted on Facebook." He goes, "Sure, that's really a Messerschmitt?" It's like, yeah, it's a Messerschmitt. But I've actually seen one of these little guys at a car show. It was oddly enough, it was called a micro car show. And I'm pretty sure that if I was to lay down next to this thing in 1-to-1 scale, I would be longer than it was. All right, guys and gals, that's going to do it for today. I apologize about rambling on for so long, but it's been a quiet weekend here, so I was feeling like talking. I hope you all have a great rest of your week until we can talk to you later on with some other updates that we have going on. And we'll see you in the future. Bye now.